guys, welcome to my channel. Maryam here. In today's video, we have Faves X Fails. In the blue corner, we have Faves, and in the red corner, we have the Fails. And today, they are going to be competing against each other because you can't have faves without fails. You can't have good without evil. You can't have awesome products without some bad products. This is what we need to compare and contrast. So for today's video, I've compiled all of my favorite and not so favorite products for the month. Of course, I'm gonna be applying all of these products to my face. I'm gonna show you rather than tell you what it's all about. And I'm gonna start doing these types of videos for every month, not just once a season, not just every once in a while, once in a blue, but I'm gonna be doing Faves X Fails once a month. So expect May's edition in a month, but let's start here today and now. So without further ado, let's get to this video. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already. Hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. It is important. Let's get to it. Faves versus fails in makeup and beauty. Here we go. All right. My skin is already prepped. Before I begin applying all of my faves and showing you guys my fails on my face, I want to talk about a couple of skincare products that I'm not going to apply, but these have been my absolute recent faves. Number one, you guys, this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA plus BHA Pore Tight Toner is phenomenal. So this guy right here is my recent obsession, and the reason why I love it so much is because I actually see a difference in my pores. It definitely does tighten the pores and it kind of refines the skin surface. It doesn't just smooth it, but it also makes my skin and just my face feel a little bit more lifted, a little bit tighter. This is a fairly recent product, but I will admit Glow Recipe sent this to me earlier, so I have been trying this one for quite some time and I love it. It has this like jelly-like sort of texture that I really like. And you know what? Even though I already applied this to my face and I don't need much more, I'm gonna apply this to my neck. Oh, it's just so delicious. Look at that. It smells amazing, like watermelon. All right, where else can I apply this? I have an excess amount of product. Don't mind if I do. My chesticles could use a little lifting and tightening of the skin. So this is a $34 product, not super expensive, not super duper affordable, but it's great and I love it. My skin's been loving it. So for those of you who suffer from pores, or if you are an oily skin type, if you get acne breakouts, I feel that this would be a really great product for you because it's a great product for me. Next up, might have already mentioned this, but I honestly don't remember. PIXI came out with this Vitamin C Tonic, another toner. I know I'm talking about two toners in one favorites video, but this must be mentioned because it's so good. It replaced the original PIXI's Glow Tonic for me. The PIXI Glow Tonic is one of those that I used to travel a lot with. This one is a little bit different in the sense that you can apply as much as you want. So this is a vitamin C toner that has ferulic acid, so it's kind of a brightening, also has this lifting effect. It helps me to even out my skin tone. So this is something that I use religiously, you guys. Also, I got this press release from PIXI, and this is something that I want to share with you guys because I think it's really important. And I noticed that a couple of you guys have been DMing me and asking me for some information on brands who are doing things for the current world pandemic and to help out those who are in need. In this press release, PIXI has made a contribution to the World Health Organization, which is an organization working to ensure that every country can prevent, detect, and respond to the coronavirus pandemic. PIXI has made a generous donation to the Response Fund, and on top of that, they have pledged to match employee contributions, which is amazing. Also, we may or may not be working on something together with PIXI, so stay tuned for that. Something very exciting is coming up. I'm ready to apply some of my faves to my actual face. First thing that I'm gonna do is apply powder. I'm gonna start with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This isn't actually a new product. It's been around for a while, but I wanna test it out with my powder under foundation method. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly powder like I have been in my recent videos. The reason why I'm using Hourglass's powder today is because I want to test out this new Soft Focus Veil Setting Spray. I can't say that this is my favorite product just yet. I just recently got this in the mail, so I haven't gotten a chance to really test it out the way that I have with the rest of my products. The mist, you guys, is microfine. You barely feel it on your skin. But maybe I should wait for it to actually settle on my face before I start talking, because definitely does not taste great. Holy crap. Definitely looks a little bit more luminous than the setting sprays that I'm used to. Also feels a little bit stickier than I'm used to, but I'm not gonna rule it out. Okay, next up, I'm going to use my current new favorite foundation, which is Bite Changemaker. I believe this is $39 or $39.50. I'm gonna use it with the Changemaker Skin Optimizing Primer. This one is also around $38, $39, $40. Together, I think they work very well. The reason why I like it is because it's highly buildable, but it's also very, very skin-like. Applies like a balm, rather like a BB cream. I don't want to call it a balm because I actually don't like balmy feeling foundations. I just forgot to put primer. Who am I? I'm a mess. But you know what? It's okay. I'm not gonna need primer everywhere. I'm just gonna apply primer to the center of my face. I got a lot on my mind, you guys. I got a lot on my mind. I'm gonna attempt to spread this primer onto my porous zones. You know what? Since I'm such a mess today, I'm not even gonna set that primer with powder like I have been in my previous videos. I feel like my skin is also good enough that I can kind of get away with just doing anything. The reason why my skin is good is because I've really been taking care of it. I've been testing out all these different face masks, all these sheet masks, and I think my skin is finally listening to me. So back to this Bite Changemaker foundation. Do you see how it just adds this really nice, healthy evenness to the skin? Like it covers without covering up, and it evens out the tone without looking fake or cakey. I also feel like it really refines the pores. It just makes the texture look a lot smoother. And overall, I feel like this is a really great everyday foundation. Next drop, I think it's time for me to introduce a fail. You can't have good without bad. And this month, I discovered a foundation that is not a friend of mine. Unfortunately, I'm talking about this Kevyn Aucoin Foundation Balm, which is why I said balm before, because this was already in my mind. So now this is a product that you guys have asked me to test out and try. Kevyn Aucoin is obviously a very well-respected brand, and I love so many of their products. I actually use their sculpting powder almost every day, and I am a huge fan. But this to me was a really big disappointment. Number one, I felt that this cream foundation balm was just too sticky. It was hard to smooth it over my skin. Every time I tried to apply it or blend it out with a sponge, with a brush, it just seemed to be dragging, and basically it gave the appearance of a very textured foundation application. So it didn't look natural. It was very hard for me to maneuver it. I actually first tried it in one of my videos, then I tried it again in a different method without powder underneath, and still it was just really, really difficult to use. It didn't work for me. Perhaps I'm a little too oily for this product. Perhaps this is something that's much better for mature skin or maybe someone with drier skin. But for me, this was an absolute no-go. I could not make it work no matter what I did, no matter what I tried. All right, on to more positive news. I don't have a new favorite concealer because I've basically been using the same concealers over and over again. My Tarte Shape Tape, my Pat McGrath concealer. On occasion, I'll reach for my NARS Creamy Radiant, but basically those are the three that I stick to, and I don't really gravitate too far away from those. Those are the ones that work, and I like to stick with what works. Have you guys been loving any concealers lately? Is there anything that I should try? That's actually a video idea. Maybe I should do a little poll or ask that question on IG stories where you guys give me all of your favorite products and then I get to test them out in a video. Should I do that? Maybe I will. Cute, 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 cute. Yeah, this spray definitely has a very oily residue. I have this very shiny FENTY product, and you could see the oils and the spray pellets from this product. Huh, where's my under eye setting powder? Where's my under eye setting powder? No! All right, that's okay, no problem. I'm gonna use the same Hourglass powder for my under eye. This works very well. You know what Lee told me before I started this video? He said,
"Hey, you look really boring, hun."
And I'm like, I'm gonna apply makeup on, sweetie. What do you mean I look boring? The whole point is that this is gonna be a faves and fails / applying it all on my face. Duh. Time for another favorite product. I have been obsessed with the new Fenty Beauty Cream blushes. I did review them. I swatched them all on my face. I blended them out so that I can show you not just the swatch, but also how it blends out. Totally, completely, and utterly obsessed with the formula. I love it. Yes, it's a little bit of product. These blushes are kind of on the small side, but you really don't need a lot of product. So let me show you. Let me use a color that I haven't yet used on camera, which is Petal Poppin. Just such a lovely peachy, pinky shade. I'm gonna pick up just just a smidgy poo. I'm going to demonstrate how beautiful and delicate this color is, how graciously it lays on my skin, how effortlessly it beautifies my face. I'm not even a cream blush lover, but this is the first time I'm really super excited about a cream blush. Some people were complaining and saying that, oh, you know, it's nothing too different, it's nothing we haven't seen before. The reason why I love it is because the colors are just so flattering. Yes, we've seen cream blushes before, but not with such a great formula and not with such genius colors. Like, hello, this is beautiful and I'm a fan, you guys. I also saw a lot of comments, people saying that they purchased some blushes and after seeing my video, they wanted more colors. And I feel you. I completely agree with you. There are so many colors that I want to test out and play around with. It's actually inspired me to do my makeup in a different way, to start with the blush and then kind of build my makeup look around that. Isn't that weird? I also really did like their bronzers. Also cream formula, also very, very favorable colors, flattering. This one is Macchiato. I'm gonna, you know, just add a touch. The fact that I'm even applying this with my fingers, something that I don't typically like to do, but this is so fun to do and it's so easy and it just melts into your skin, gives you that nice dewy luminosity and roundness and health. All the way, yes. $32 for the bronzers, 20, don't quote me on that, I'll pop up the price, dollars for the blush. All right, next up, I've been really kind, guys. I've been really, really kind and I'm ready to shed some light on some fails. This month, Milani Cosmetics came out with a collection called Ludicrous Lights. I know, do you hear that song in your head like I do? And as the name suggests, yes, these colors are very ludicrous and very holographic, very bright and cray, especially for highlighters. But these aren't colors that you wouldn't necessarily reach for, especially if you're going to Club Daddy or something, not a Friday night on Instagram Live, I don't know. But the reason why I don't like these is because of the formula, actually. I feel like with colors that are this out there, the formula must be perfect. It's gotta be like nailed, you know? But in this case, highlighters are just so chunky. You can't see it on my finger, but look at the swatch. It's just like chunk galore. There's a lot of powder, there's a lot of separation, and you can clearly see that this product isn't shining from within, but it's clearly sitting on top of your skin. Now, this is my smooth hand. Imagine this on the top of my cheekbone. Imagine this hitting any of my pore zones. This would be disastrous. This would not look pretty by any means. I don't see these products as wearable. Moreover, let me show you BECCA's new highlighter, which is also kind of a iridescent, holographic sort of color. This one is called Own Your Light. And in comparison to the Milani, this is that fine formula that you want for a highlighter. It's completely smooth and super dewy. This is different. It's not rough, it's not chalky, it's not separating, it's not looking like chunks on your skin. So anyway, these were not a hit for me. Moreover, I really didn't like the Ludicrous Lights glosses. I felt like these were really unflattering colors for the lips. All of these flashed blue. So when you put that blue color or that holographic blue gloss on your lips, it just makes you look very sickly. Unless of course you're going for like a Frozen look. I don't see it being flattering. I don't see it as being pretty. I just don't see those colors looking great on any skin tone. Whew, had to get that off my chest. But anyway, I haven't really been too much into powder highlighters lately. Even this one, although it's gorgeous, it's not what I've been reaching for. Why? Because lately I've been into creams. And one of my absolute favorite highlighters for the month is this one from DC, Dominique Cosmetics, Skin Gloss, in the shade Golden Dew. Packaging is great on this. You can even see the color through the back. And this is such a lovely formula, kind of similar to the Fenty cream blushes and bronzers. And the fact that you can layer it on top of powder, on top of foundation, on top of your bare skin, it doesn't disrupt, it doesn't move. It just adds a really healthy luminosity. And it's also something that I find to be very current. Some people were saying that you can't see it on camera, but I don't want to see any more than that on camera. This is what I want. Dominique Cosmetics Skin Gloss is $25, or you can get the whole bundle of 4 different highlighters for $80. To me, that's a great deal. I don't have any current new favorite brow products, so I'm gonna quickly do my brows and I will be right back. Okay, eyebrows are done. I went a little crazy on the brows. I'm not sure why. But I did just remember that I have a product that is in my current favorites category, but it's actually not meant for the brows, but I have been using it for the brows, and let me just show you what it is. I'm talking about KVD's Beauty Tattoo Liner in brown. The reason why I like this one is for the same reason why I don't like the black version of the tattoo liner. I just find that the black version of the tattoo liner isn't black enough for my lid to actually create a wing. I feel like it's a little too liquidy and this is not what I like. I have other liners that perform far better for my personal preference, but this brown one, in fact, is the perfect consistency and it's the perfect texture to draw little brow strokes. Because this little pen is very, very sturdy, I'm able to create super fine but very precise little strokes of brow hairs. And the fact that it's brown and not black makes it perfect for my brow color. Plus it's a tattoo liner, so it's got great longevity. I'm ready to talk about some eyeshadow palettes. Let's first talk about the eyeshadow palettes that I didn't love this month. And well, I have a number of shadow palettes here. Let's start with Milani's Salt and Pepper collection. I was so excited about these, and this is probably contributing to my disappointment. I thought they were so cool. When you open them up, they look like old school CDs, and I really like this color combo too. I feel like it's just very fresh and very wearable. This one is a little bit more bold, but also very cool and just very funky. Unfortunately, the payoff just really wasn't there. These colors, although they are able to be picked up with the fingers, they didn't really perform very great. They were very lackluster. Basically, they were lacking in every sense of the word. The packaging was great, the presentation was amazing, but the performance, unfortunately, just was not there. On the other hand, I really, really loved ColourPop's Mulan collection, specifically the eyeshadow palette. I thought this was a great palette. I did a review on it. Colors, I feel like, are absolutely outstanding. There's a good amount of matte shades in here, both cool and warm. The shimmery shades are outstanding. They were so smooth, so easy to use, so easy to apply. I had so much fun with this palette, and I actually continued dipping into it way after my review. I loved all the colors, and I think this is somewhere in the $20, $24 range. I don't think you can get it at this current moment. I feel like they have put this launch on hold, but when our whole situation is over, hopefully you guys will be able to get your hands on it, because this is truly a magical little palette, and I had just a ton of fun playing around with it. Another palette that I was kind of underwhelmed with, and before I go on, let me mention that I did do a review on this particular product, and I did give it a fairly good rating. I think I gave it something like a 7 or maybe a 7.5, something like that. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not a bad product when you compare it across the board to other beauty palettes and other products. However, comparing it to other products from this brand, this just was not my favorite by any means. You guys, I'm talking about Charlotte Tilbury's luxury palette in super blue. So see, the thing is, yes, these colors swatch nicely. Yes, they perform very well. Yes, those are gorgeous little swatches. However, when you look at this quad, your attention immediately goes to the super vibrant blue. But the problem with this quad is that this dark midnight blue that's matte, it's almost a blackened color. It actually happens to be the most pigmented shade in the palette, so no matter what you do, this is going to be the overpowering, overarching shade. So as much as you try to get a super vibrant blue look out of this palette, you can't, because this will overpower and this will darken and smoke and blacken the whole appearance of the look. So I feel like it's not really worth it. If you're going for a smoky dark look, you might as well just get Charlotte Tilbury's Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette. That one has some smoky shades in there as well, although it does not have a vibrant blue, but you can totally pick a vibrant blue from any other palette. This one, it just wasn't Charlotte's best. Let's talk about an eyeshadow palette that I love this month. You guys probably already guessed. I'm talking about Artist Couture's Supreme Nudes palette. This one is so sleek and chic and cute and sexy and hot, and it's so wearable, and the colors are so flattering, and everything performed so well, and this is just so cohesive. There's a story here. I love it. You could wear this for every day or for every night. To me, this is a very versatile, flattering, wearable palette that you can use just about anywhere at any moment. I mean, I love it. I just love it. I have a review on this palette as well, popping up the price right here. If you can get your hands on it, please do. And going back to fails, because we gotta keep it fair and balanced here. Sadly, these Huda Beauty pastels, mint, lilac, and rose palettes were just not her greatest hits, you guys. This pastel rose, I might have dipped my fingers into it, but this just seems so very boring to me that I just closed it up and never reached for it again. I did do a video on these two, the pastels lilac and the pastels mint. Both very niche palettes, very beautiful to look at, but of course there were some discrepancies between the mattes and the shimmery shades. Some of the colors within the palette itself swatched and looked identical, so I didn't really understand why they were included more than once. Yes, they kind of performed with a grippy primer. Yes, they kind of gave you a really nice springy pastel vibe look, but to me, there were just better palettes out there this month, and I never reached for them again. They were okay, kind of nice if you're in the mood for it, but they paled in comparison to these two. So now with my look today, I think I'm gonna go for a little bit of Supreme Nudes mixed with a little bit of Mulan. I do have a new primer that I want to test out, and it's this Hourglass Veil Eye Primer. Hourglass products are generally really good and very high end. I have high hopes and high expectations. Feels very creamy, very smooth and silky, slightly grippy but not too much. Has a bit of a silicone-y feel as well. Nice. Kind of going with my whole theme of cream, blush, highlighter, and bronzer. Definitely feels similar. I'm gonna take a little brush, E36 from Morphe. I'm gonna take the shade Aesthetic, and I'm going to gently swipe that across my lid, almost as an eyeliner, but building it up towards the edge, kind of like that. I'm gonna pull that towards my brow tail end, almost in a foxy eye style, and then I'm gonna drag that back right here in that outer eye socket area and just darken ever so slightly. Kind of messy, but I'm going for that. Gonna take Sigma's domed utility brush, pick up Eccentric, and just go over that. Oh, that's so good. Pulling that back. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just a nudie little shade. Let's go for this one, Stripped. And clean up all of that on top. Windshield wiper motions, old school style, making everything smooth like that. Much better. See, that's what I really love about great quality eyeshadows. They don't make your life harder, they make your life easier. Sultry. It's hot in this room, you guys. Whew. I'm gonna close that up for now. I'm gonna pick up Strike a Match. I'm gonna stamp that to the lid just to show you how gorgeous that is. Hi. Honestly. Just so stunning. Do you need all that shimmer on your lid right now? Probably not. But look how gorgeous it is. Look how necessary it is. It's just so glam. Makes me happy that ColourPop did this because their shadows are so affordable. And Mulan is such an icon. Just makes me feel magical when I apply it on. Love it. Also gonna take a little bit of this shimmery shade here called Legacy. I'm gonna use that to draw a wing and also connect to my lower lash line and just smoke that out. Very easy and so gorgeous. So speaking of Milani and Salt and Pepper, I didn't hate everything about their collection. I actually really like their lip kits, specifically their Milani Understatement Lip Liner in Shoop. I also really love the lipstick. It was something that I did end up liking a lot, and I ended up using it a lot. So I will give them a little honorary mention. Another product that I am really intrigued by and totally caught off guard with and pleasantly surprised at this velour lash and liner glue combo. So this is actually a liner that can also be used as a glue for your lashes. I've demonstrated in another video already, but while we're at it, let's just do it again. Not only is this product great as a liquid liner, it's also great as a glue. Boom! The only thing is you do have to move kind of quickly. You can't really wait for this liner glue to set. You gotta line and apply. You know, I get excited when things work, especially when gimmicky things work, because when it works, then it's no longer a gimmick. Then it actually solves problems. Okay, I got so excited about the lashes. Of course, I forgot to apply mascara. But yeah, apply your mascara, then apply the liner, then the lashes, and boom, solves problems. You're so cute. Brought me 3 choices, but only one waterproof, so this is the one that I'm gonna go for. Lash Princess, not a new fave, but one of my all-time faves. All right, moving on to lips. I'm very specific about the lip products that I'm loving this month. I only have 1 set of products in the lip liner category and 1 set of products in the lipstick category. I have no favorite glosses, but I have a ton of lipsticks and glosses that I am not loving, aka fails. Starting with these new Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lipsticks. First First of all, do you see that gross residue on the packaging? Yeah, it's from one of those stickers that keeps the cap of the lipstick together on the lipstick. Not a genius idea, packaging mistake, didn't love it. But moving right along, this just wasn't my favorite product from Revlon. And I am a big fan of their super lustrous lipsticks. Those were actually one of the first lipsticks that I've ever worn as a kid when I first discovered makeup. To see that these have a balmy, half sheer texture makes me a little bit sad. I don't love sheer lipsticks. That's just my personal preference. I also don't really think these colors are very current or very flattering. And these were the colors that I think I decided to keep and talk about. Like I said before, balmy type of lipsticks just aren't my thing. I don't get the point of sheer lipsticks. Either go for like a lip balm or go for a lipstick, but this in-between thing just like bothers me for some reason. Similarly, I was so unimpressed with Lancome's new Hypnotique lipstick, which looks really cool in the tube, but again, swatches like a sheer bomb. Like, I hate that. This was also in collaboration with Maryam Maquillage. Most of the collection I really liked, but this was the lipstick that I got so excited for after seeing it in the tube. And then again, I was just so disappointed after having swatched it. I already mentioned the Milani glosses. So now that I've talked about the lip products that I hate, let's talk about some lip products that I love. First and foremost, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Haus Labs has some of the best lip liners. They just added some new shades to their lip liners collection and they are gorgeous. I'm gonna pop in a swatch right here that I did on my Insta story so you could check them all out. I thought the names were just so genius and just so cool. I love the fact that they have this very nice pyramid shape on top, so it's really easy for me to find the Haus Lab lip liners in my stash when I'm going through all of my thousands of lip liners. I really like them. I think they are great, super creamy, super precise when you sharpen them, and just a really good product. Love. And my favorite lipsticks for the month of April goes to Artist Couture Supreme Nude. Did you guess it? These are so gorgeous, you guys. So pretty, so poppin'. One of my favorite colors from the collection is this one, Aphrodisiac. It's just such a gorgeous, warm chocolate brown that looks great on any skin tone. And another fave is Saucy Gal. I've also worn this one a lot on my posts on Instagram and in my videos. Such a beautiful nude for a medium skin tone. And today, I'm gonna go for a different color, which is Power Play. Another just like really pretty, wearable, medium nude, just so creamy. The formula is great. It feels very comfortable on the lips. You know, I'm actually gonna have to pair that with Milani's X Salt and Pepper Shoop lip liner because for the life of me, I did not grab a matching Haus Labs lip liner. But like I said before, I did like Shoop, thought it was great, and it goes perfectly with Power Play. Gonna overline a bit on top. Here comes Power Play. Oh, also smells delicious. Is that Jolly Rancher? Gonna clean up that lip line and voila, boom. Here is my full face using all of my faves, but not my fails. How you guys liking this makeup? Kind of easy breezy, weekend appropriate, chill vibes, but definitely also some cool girl vibes. At least that's how it's making me feel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my faves X Fails April edition. I definitely am going to start doing these videos once a month. Expect May's edition in June. I love you guys and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. You've made it to the end, so it's time for you to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. And also check out some of my other videos because I put them there for a reason. Duh. Love you guys. See you.